Oh my god, I was filming in slow-mo. Okay, so it's been 10 days since I planted all those seeds. This is where we're at. Pretty good germination rate. So I'm just gonna go through now, and anywhere there's an empty cell, like right here, I'm gonna transplant one of the excess plants from that cell to this cell, the empty one. These Helena mix, these 2 rows, nothing came up, so I'm gonna reseed them all. But first I'll check the package and see how many days they're supposed to be, and if they're like long past, then yeah, I'll reseed them all. I had a couple Lupine that didn't come up, so I'm gonna reseed those. These ones I need to thin out as much as it will kill me. This is the other flat. Pretty good success overall. These 2 rows of gold lace primrose, nothing has come up, so I need to check that too. I had these old Salvia blue queen seeds. One of them has germinated. You might be able to see it. And then I think every single other one grew mold instead of a seed. So I'm gonna splash all of them with peroxide. And if I have more seeds, I might dip them in peroxide and plant them. We have pretty good success rate. These ones I might wait to thin out. Only this tray still had algae issues. The other 2 trays, it seems like the vermiculite helped. There's not really any more algae problems. And these ones in particular, the first ones that came up, are definitely leggy. So I did move this tray up closer to the light. I'm probably going to prop up the trays closer to the lights. So I guess that 2400 luminance was not quite enough. So it's been 24 days, roughly, since I sowed all these seeds. We are looking pretty good. These ones are really hard to see, they're tiny. So I'm gonna go through again and I'm gonna thin them all out. You can see these guys, way too many. I'm gonna thin them out. They are kind of leggy, some of them, so I did have to move them up. I put big blocks of wood, get them up nice and close to the lights. So you can see, I'm gonna thin these out a little bit. I'm gonna thin these out a lot. What else do we got here? Yeah, and I added an extra light, this little thing. I'm going to hit up a hardware store and find a new shop light that has 4 bulbs across, and then I can double them up, because this isn't really working for how many seeds I want to do. These ones, okay, there's one coming up here. I need to water them, and as you can see, a lot of these have true leaves. So after I'm done doing this, I'm going to water them with really diluted fertilizer. Yeah. So this is what Cupid's dart, and every single one of them came up. So any extras, I'm just gonna snip. Oh god, I hate doing that. And goodbye, my friend. I'm just gonna go through and do that to all of them. And then cases like this, see there's 2 in this cell and none here, I'm gonna transplant this guy over here. So I will try to show that on camera, but this is gonna be really hard. So first, I'll dig a little hole. Some root there. We'll see, it might not work. And just pop it in. So I'll just wiggling as I go. Well, that's a nice deep root. Okay, hold on. Since it has such a deep root, I'm gonna try and get this all the way down. Okay, and then I'll show you a little trick I've learned. You kind of go in sideways and just push it down. Alright. And just gather up the soil around it. Don't push it in, gather it up. Excellent. I'm going to cut off any leggy ones. That one was a lot more leggy, so I'm cutting that one off. I'm going to do the same thing for the rest. Alright. Okay, gold lace primrose. Nothing at all coming up. These silver dollars are doing real good. These are all the cotyledons, whatever you call them. A seed is packed like an embryo. It has 2 leaves wrapped up with the fetus, and the 2 leaves are basically the placenta. So the first 2 leaves of any plant that's growing are the placenta. They provide all the nutrients and nourishment and everything for the actual plant and the roots to grow. That's why everyone says like true leaves, first true leaves. What they're talking about is these 2 first leaves, they're not actually leaves. They're more like placenta, if you want to think of mammals. Right, so all these guys, I don't want to trim those. I wonder, oh, Canterbury bells. Okay, so none of these came up, these 2 rows. I think I'm gonna try and transplant as many of these Canterbury bells in empty rows as I can. And anyway, so I'm just gonna keep going along with the rest of these. It looks like pretty much everything has come up now. Yeah, I think every single thing has come up now. Fungus gnat, they're annoying little bugs. You can see 1 there, 2 there, which is not bad. Their larvae grow in the soil and they'll eat the roots of your plants. So anytime you're growing plants inside, you should pretty much always keep yellow colored sticky anything. You could even use like yellow duct tape and just turn it inside out. And they're attracted to the yellow color and then they stick to it. And if you see those, or if you see a lot of them, then you know you have an infestation in your soil. Fungus gnats come when there's too much water. So some people will put sand on top of their soil, and then the adult flies can't lay their eggs because they won't lay their eggs in sand. But one of the best things you could probably do is use BT, which is a bacteria that eats like larvae and caterpillar larvae. You can get it probably at any garden center. I know Home Hardware has it right now, but you need to get it now before full-on spring comes, because we have a gypsy moth infestation in southern Ontario right now. So it sells out really quick. And it's basically just bacteria culture, and you dilute it and then you just pour it in the soil and the bacteria will kill all the larvae. Basically it infects them so that they can't eat and then they die, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, so I'm going to continue along with this, but I just wanted to give you a little update. Ooh, I also wanted to show you I got a little fig growing. That. I don't even know if I like figs, but that's a cool plant.